Hey, welcome back to Mount Pleasant Farm. Do you have chickens? Do you like to go on vacation but feel like you can't because you don't have anybody to take care of them, or you don't know how long they'll last when you're gone or whatever? I'm going to show you how. We go on vacation all the time for at least a week, and as you guys know, I just got back from Sweden and came back. Chickens were fine. Here's how you set them up for success. So first of all, your coops. Let's go in this dark barn here. It's getting late. Got some fans going. But you got to make sure your coops are clean. Give them a fresh cleaning before you go. Make sure all the bedding's cleaned out. You got fresh bedding and all that jazz. Normal coop cleaning stuff. Make sure they're clean. They got to have a clean place to stay because you got to think about all that waste is going to accumulate for another week. So coops are clean. Water. You got to have water, especially in the summertime, but all the time. So I just now filled up all my waterers. I've got 3 large waters. Let's walk through here in this run. Got one there, it's 5 gallons, just got filled up. And I got 2 more here. The one on the right's 5 gallons and the one on the left is 7 gallons. So that is 17 gallons of water. 26 chickens, 17 gallons of water for a week. Trust me, they'll have plenty. Number 3, we gotta have food. And obviously you can't just have a pan of food out, you gotta have an extended feeder. So I've got 4 of these feeders that I made out of PVC. They will all be full between all 4 of them. They will hold an entire 50-pound bag of food. Okay, there's one over here as well, right there. So I make sure these are all topped off before we leave. And on top of that food, there's going to be treats, and I'll show you that. Here on my brush hog, I've got waiting until they go to bed. 2 flock blocks. These things last for a long time. It's just a bunch of seeds and crap like that, but this keeps your chickens busy, and it also gives them a little extra food source, a little extra calories to help help your main food last. So make sure you get a couple flock blocks, or it all depends on the size of your flock and how many you need. 2 seems to do us just fine. When I went to Sweden, I came back and both flock blocks were about the size of a softball. So they still had some to go, and of course we still had food and stuff as well. Another treat we use are these woodpecker suets. It comes in woodpecker, you can get blueberry, you can get all kinds of flavors. Sorry, that rooster's obnoxious. But we get them in the 10-pack. They love these things. I'm gonna crack this open so you can see what they look like. Okay, so inside the box you got 10 of these things, and it's really just a cake of just a bunch of more seeds and stuff, and it's in a lard or tallow kind of base. It's like got a lot of fat and stuff, but it sticks together in a block, and you take this wrapper off and pop it out, and I'll show you what you put it in case you don't know. All right, back into the run we go, and come around here into the covered section of our run. I'm sorry I interrupted your dust bath. We've got these 3, you see them there, 1, 2, 3 suet feeders, and that's for the small ones, and they're super simple. You just come in here and this latch close, you open them up, put the thing in there, close them back up, and the chickens will stand here for hours and chew on these things. And I've got a big one over here. They make the large suet blocks as well, but right now I just have small ones, so I'll put like 2 or 3 in this big one. They love these things, love them. Don't forget your oyster shell for calcium. I've got 2 oyster shell feeders. There's one here, one over there. And these things, you just put the oyster shell in the back. These are still pretty full, and it just kind of, feeds out the bottom. Got 2 of them. I'll still top this off before we go. So you want to make sure they got all the stuff they need. I still got a ton in it. Good, thank you. Good automatic chicken doors. These are ladies' first chicken doors. I've got a video on the install of these. I've got 3 on each coop. I've got a ladies' first chicken door, okay? This is the key to leaving your chickens alone, because these chickens can go inside the coops at night and the doors close when it gets dark. And even if a critter gets out here in the run, hey man, the chickens are locked up inside. I have not had a loss yet. These things have been functioning perfectly all the time. I just love them. I love ladies' first chicken doors. And I will also put a link to the installation video at the end of this, along with the link to make these awesome feeders. Now, the last problem about leaving your chickens alone, the last problem, the eggs. So if you got chickens, you know they lay eggs, and you know they might be okay if you leave them for a week, depending on how many chickens you have, what kind of nesting boxes you have. I've got some roll-out nesting boxes. I've got some regular nesting boxes. Out here looking for foxes and stuff. I lost a chicken yesterday. And I've got some, of course, the chickens will lay them on the ground too. So here's what I do for eggs, because we have 26 chickens. That is a ton of eggs for a week. That is a ton. We get like an 18 pack a day plus. So especially during the summer. So it's a lot of eggs. So what I do is I talk to my friends, I talk to my neighbors, and I said, hey, if you want to come over and get some eggs, help yourself. And I show them where to go get the eggs. I show them how to get in the nesting boxes and all that jazz. And what that does is that puts you in good graces with your friends. They're coming over, looking at your chickens. They'll see if anything's going on. They'll get some free eggs, and then everybody's happy. So, and if you trust those folks to just kind of, hey, can you go check the food for me now? Let me show you something here real quick. So something to note here on these feeders. I've got these feeders where you fill them on the outside of the run. So nobody that is coming to help you out needs to get in your run or in your coops. All I gotta do is lift the cap off and dump the food down there. And as you see, it's not full because I have not filled these up yet. I'm gonna top these all off tonight. These guys are all out for the last time for a week. So they've been free range a little extra time today. And they're all over the place. 26 of them. Just lost one last night. Pisses me off. But there's not much you can do. When you free range birds, you're going to lose them now and then. I guess I'm going to start buying 20 a year instead of 10. Okay, so a quick recap here. Coops. Food. Water. Treats. Oyster shell. And a way to take care of your eggs. And a good automatic chicken door. You can take off, go on vacation, do what you need to do. I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. And as always, please like, please subscribe, please share with your friends, and as always, keep getting after it. And don't forget, the links right now you should see on either side of the screen for the chicken feeder video and the ladies first chicken door installation video. Watch both of those, and I think those two videos will help you decide that yes, you can go on vacation and leave your chickens behind safely. Y'all have a great day.